Good evening, I'm Amber Callis. I'll be presenting to you guys my informative speech. Today my topic is soup du jour, which is many soups. My soup today is going to be tomato soup. So 3 basic things before you even get started. You're going to have your ingredients, equipment, and a recipe. So my ingredients are fresh tomatoes, onions, olive oil, salt and pepper, chicken stock, and my herb will be parsley. My equipment I'll be using, not much in this case. I have, basic cutting board, knives, mixing bowls, and you're gonna need a medium and a small saucepan, and also my blender. This blender in particular is really, really good for making soup, so you wanna make sure you have a pretty good blender or it's gonna take a little bit longer. Also, a chamois. So, I'll be going over the recipe portion. To get started, you want to peel your tomatoes, and you do that by steaming them. And so I went ahead and did that already. I have them diced up with my onions. Also, really quickly, if you're vegetarian, you can always use vegetable stock, and canned tomatoes are fine. You can buy the plump ones. So that's just another option if you don't feel like steaming and doing all that stuff. So I got everything in my bowl. We're gonna salt and pepper. Really important to make sure everything's seasoned really nicely. I have my tasting spoon too because I always want to taste everything throughout. So once you get everything nicely seasoned, then we're gonna go on to cooking everything. So drop everything into your pot, and this will cook for about 5 to 10 minutes. It really depends on how high you got the heat. But because the tomatoes are already steamed, they're partially cooked, so those are okay. We're gonna throw everything in the blender anyway. So I already have some pre-done. Pretty much, we'll just take a little bit of this to show. So we'll add tomatoes, onions, which is all seasoned up. Pop this guy on. And when you're using the blender, instead of just using the high and low function, I would suggest using the pulsing button. You don't want to over blend everything because then it's just going to become really watery. Tomatoes have a lot of water in them, onions as well, and we already cooked everything, so just keep an eye on it. So we'll give this a pulse. I already have some in here, so that's why it's going a little bit quick. So then, next up, we will use our chamois. The chamois also can be called a china cap. This is what it looks like. Just to separate the chunkiness from the soup. I like a really smooth soup, but if you are a person that likes it chunky or a little bit of body to it, feel free to just throw it together. So, a little trick when using the chamois, I would take a spoon and kind of help to pass it because it does help get the extra juice and stuff out of it, and that's the best part of it. That's how you get that real tomatoey flavor. So this is our small pot. I use the chamois right into this pot, and you can heat this up. At this point, we're pretty much done. Heat it up to how hot you like it, and let's set this on the oven. So also, when you're done heating it up to how you like it, make sure you taste everything. Like I said, it might need a little bit more salt. Also, I reserve some stock for the end because it might be a little thick, so this is a good way to thin it out. Add it in doses. You don't want to add it all at once because you can always add more, but you can't take out what you've already added. Also, try to keep your area a little bit clean. Mix clean up at the end of cooking. Just that much nicer. So this is our finished product, our tomato soup. One of the best things, in my opinion, to eat with the soup is grilled cheese. Dip it. It's amazing. And at the end, I like to add a little bit of olive oil right on top. This is extra virgin olive oil, so you never really want to use too much when cooking. Extra virgin olive oil is for tasting. And other than that, that is my tomato soup. Do you guys have any questions?
No, that was amazing.
All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my informative speech and go home and make some soup.
Yay!